and condemned cells right across the country, but never as an inmate.
Please, get out!
They have no fear whatsoever. They don't mind being arrested.
They get out, they do it again.
They get out and they do it again. Exactly.
Any officer who walks in here and says he's not afraid, he's a liar.
This summer, prisons all over the country blowing up.
Right now, they have overcrowding inside these cells.
When you even see this tape, I will be dead. I will be executed in 34 hours.
These executions should be televised to all inmates.
The 18 men you've executed, have you ever felt sorry for them?
It's no different to me whether I get up and open a beer out of the refrigerator or execute something. It's the same procedure. You got to eliminate the trash.
This is a solid gold race. You've never been around hard cons before, is that correct?
Right.
My question to you is, are you willing to die for it?
Good evening, and welcome to The Reporters. Tonight, a special report on a shadowy nation that exists within our nation. Indeed, an enemy nation as hostile to American interests as any foe we have ever fought. What you'll see in the next hour will leave no doubt that our entire system of justice, of crime, and punishment is under siege.
The Reporters is brought to you by Burger King, where we do it like you do it, and by Lemon Pledge. With Lemon Pledge, dusting can be beautiful.
Mom and Dad bought this table the year I was born. Look at it.
Beautiful. And all Mom did was dust every week with Pledge. And now Endust says watch out for buildup after 28 years? Come on. Dusting with Pledge is what keeps it beautiful.
Look, Endust just evaporates, leaving wood as dry and unprotected as before.
But a Pledge shine protects beautifully.
With Pledge, dusting can be beautiful.
For 28 years. And counting.
Now, incredible deals await you at exciting destinations across the country. It's our Burger King Summertime Twofer, a complete package which includes 2 flame-broiled burgers, 2 regular fries for just $2. You'll also receive deluxe accommodations during your stay, unlimited use of our facilities, and great family entertainment. So visit any of our luxurious locations and get 2 burgers, 2 regular fries, and all this for just $2. The Burger King Twofer, available for a limited time, transportation not included.
What gum has enough good taste to do a commercial like this? Trident, of course. Because when you've got 5 mouth-watering flavors that taste this good, you don't need to make a lot of noise. Trident. Millions of teeth can't be wrong. New research shows chewing great-tasting Trident after sugary snacks helps fight cavities. So if you're someone who keeps getting caught with your hand in the cookie jar, maybe what you need is another jar. Trident. Millions of teeth can't be wrong.
I won't wear anything without Cross Your Heart, because Cross Your Heart has crisscross shaping, so I always look better, whatever I wear.
Playtex Cross Your Heart Bra.
Don't wear anything without Cross Your Heart.
From Playtex.
The fit that makes the fashion.
Many people need to cut down on salt for better health.
Instead of salt, use great-tasting Mrs. Dash with 14 natural herbs and spices. Use Mrs. Dash on every dish for zesty, savory flavor. For better health, instead of salt, try Mrs. Dash.
Johnny Depp, a long way from Jump Street. An undercover job in prison, cut off from the outside. No backup, and no way out. It was supposed to be the perfect plan, where nothing could go wrong. At least, that's what they said. Johnny Depp, 21 Jump Street, Sunday on Fox.
For 3 grueling, intriguing, and sometimes hair-raising weeks, I traveled in a world that few would envy. From the pistol-ridden crack alleys of our cities to the stench of jail where the prisoners of our war against crime are stacked like rotting meat in a warehouse. Our jails are bursting at the seams, yet those prisoners of war continue to stream in. The trip also took me into the execution chamber, where I saw a man die. Then to an executioner whose words chilled the blood. From there, I took the ultimate trip behind bars, not as a reporter, but as an inmate. It was an experience I'll never forget. And after you see this, I don't think you will either.
The unholy marriage between crime and punishment starts here. On the streets and in the alleys of our nation, in the shadow of the underbelly of society.
Police, come out!
Step up. Evidence bags in the car.
It ends here, in the human warehouses that are prisons, where the wages of sin are meant to be paid in full. But in America 1989, prisons have become crime schools of bulging humanity, only too ready to spew their students on our citizenry to sin again.
I just served 2 years. I don't give a...
If you're here for a length of time, you'll see inmates come back, and you almost get to know them because you've seen them 3, 4, 5, 6 times.
And most frightening of all, there is no more room to put away the evil armies of the night that hold us hostage.
We had one gentleman here in the last week that didn't spend, spent 2 to 3 days on the floor without a mattress.
It's not right. They're sleeping all on the floors.
In the last 12 months, we have released 117,000 people who would otherwise have gone to jail at the front end, but were issued citations on their promise to appear instead, or were released before the conclusion of their sentence.
In the time it takes you to watch this show, a time frame of 60 minutes, there will be 2 murders in the country. There will be 60 robberies.
Open it. Pull it out. Hold the pants. Come on, pull it out.
And 10 women will be raped.
I had to either do as he told me or get killed.
You constantly have these same people that should be put behind bars and stay there for a long time. They're getting back out and they're just doing the same things over and over. They have no fear whatsoever. They don't mind being arrested.
What up? What? Here, sir. Put your hand back behind your head, sir.
There you go. You see, it's just a Velcro.
It's 5 a.m. and New York probation officer Linda Reynolds suits me up in a bulletproof vest for a raid.
Feel better now?
She heads up a squad that picks up probation violators. Repeat offenders, that's all she sees.
About 10,000 people that they put on probation are high risk. They even shouldn't be placed on probation. So we're like the risk monitors for the judges who place these individuals on probation. Manhattan Probation Supervisor to Central for a radio check, Kay? Good morning. Thank you, Central.
The sun's barely up. We're off and running. And so are the probation violators. Paul Casanova has been in jail more than once. He was put on probation and was promptly picked up with drugs.
So let's go back, man.
Set the file?
Hey, listen. I'm going to bring my car around.
Don't say that we don't always get our man.
Why wasn't he jailed? The system is bursting at the seams.
It makes us feel pretty lousy. It makes us very angry. But then you have to learn to cope with that. I remember one girl that we had to chase. We caught her. We brought her in down to the judges. She was out the courtroom before we could finish, or remember that? Before we could finish the paperwork.
This is not just a big city problem. Right now, there are 625,000 human beings in American jails. A 90% jump over 1980. More than a third of them have been jailed before.
Everybody in this board has done many, many years. There's no first offenders on this board.
He has a rap sheet as tall as you, Steve.
Bob Leschhorn heads up an elite group of U.S. Marshals that has the best arrest record in the country. They never stop seeing the same old faces.
They get out, they do it again.
They get out and they do it again. Exactly.
We have to have someone there to watch out for those people.
The hit goes down.
Police on first floor! Up clear!
The marshals move like panthers. They begin their search, floor by floor.
Right, yeah. They got heroin here, crack inside or cocaine inside. This is a regular cocktail party. They're doing their thing?
10-4. The party is over. The hoods are nabbed, grabbed,
Hold him, right there.
and bagged.
You've been in a bit of trouble before, haven't you?
Who's Jeanette?
Ron Monroe is a cop, born in the neighborhood. He is here to restart its heart.
By and large, if you look around this neighborhood, most of these people here are honest, everyday, workaday people. It doesn't take but 1 or 2 drug dealers to really ruin the neighborhood.
Tomorrow they do it again. Lock them up, and someone takes a bad guy's place in the enemy trenches. Lock them up again.
Morning, sir. Steve Dunleavy from the Reporters to see the Attorney General.
From lawmen in the street to the top lawmen in the country, Attorney General Richard Thornburgh worries.
Steve, the fact is the job of winning the war on drugs is a job that has to be tackled by all Americans, 240 million of us, not just the thin blue line that's out there in law enforcement. If the word gets out on the street to potential wrongdoers that the capacity of the system has been stretched so far that no matter how serious the crime they commit, they will never go to jail, then our criminal justice system loses a portion of its credibility.
Across the country, Los Angeles is groaning under a cancerous growth of gangs.
This is a housing location that we use to house part of our gang members, primarily because of the violence and the problems that we've had with them in the past.
They are proud to show off their secret hand signals. Some of them just punk kids whose only education was how to fire an automatic weapon. The LA Sheriff's Department knows that only too well as they roll on a gang house of the notorious Crips, the LA gang who kills for drugs, money, or for nothing. Today, the sheriffs are looking for guns used to shoot at cops.
My crew interrupted a drive-by shooting, and instead of shooting at the crooks, they decided to start shooting at my deputies. And we think that this gun was used in the shooting.
Guns in hand, they find other things that break a cop's heart. 13-year-old kids who don't go to school, but know as much about search warrants as lawyers.
Yeah, you're a bit young to be in trouble, son.
Well, I ain't did.
Huh?
I ain't do nothing.
You didn't do nothing, huh?
And children like this 2-year-old who seemed doomed from the start.
That's not a good environment for kids, madam.
Well, what can you do? I got a little job, and I need help paying my rent.
And women like the baby's mother, the ultimate victim.
That's not a good environment.
This woman is not unusual. The industry of crime that costs us billions of dollars a year is increasingly an equal opportunity employer. Women offenders have jumped in numbers 139% since 1980.
Okay, pals, surrender June 7, 9 o'clock in the morning, right here. Be here, because if you aren't, we'll find you, and you will not be a happy man.
Judge Ellen Morphonius, Dade County, Florida. Her teeming courthouse tells the story.
And I know I got 128 trials today.
If there is no rest for the wicked, there is no rest for her either.
You just have to get in line when you're threatening Mark or you're threatening me.
I'll just tell you, I don't want to admit it, George, man. He's some of the seven, man. And that's why you got the code that you have and you want to die with.
That's all right. Get in line, buddy boy. Get in line.
There are so many criminals being processed in the Dade County system, they have literally run out of space for courtrooms. Enter the age of television.
You're a former lawyer, Mr. Giles. I'll appoint you a public defender.
And as far as cell space in the county jail, forget it.
This is a Dade County lockup in Miami. Now, for heaven's sake, don't be fooled by its modern, clean exterior, because inside is a snake pit of overcrowding. Now, some of the animals in there don't deserve the Hilton Hotel, but this could be a disaster waiting to happen.
Yes, I've talked to counsel. We've been in the... No, let me finish, sir. No, let me finish, and you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to say. The counsel said right now they have overcrowdedness inside these cells, so they can't put us in the program that we need to be. We're not supposed to be in there for no more than 2 days.
The inmate is right. Dade County was built to hold 1,300 prisoners. It's collapsing with more than 2,100 prisoners.
I've been sleeping on the floor with newspapers. No pillows, no nothing. Just sleeping.
So you don't know how long you're going to be in this facility?
No, I really don't know.
How big is the whole cell? How many feet by how many feet?
It's about 30 feet, about 50 feet, 60 feet.
About 30 by 60. And you have anywhere from 25 to 35 people in there.
Yeah, normally about the most, about 8 on the floor. That's about the highest we get.
The state of Florida is running as fast as it can. 15 minutes away from Dade County is the state-of-the-art prison. Let's play ball. But they just can't build them fast enough, or pretty enough, or big enough. This is the biggest prison in the world, LA County Jail, 1 million square feet with 6,700 prisoners. Already 20% over the limit. At times, it has held 10,000 men. Alvin Bronstein is regional director of the American Civil Liberties Union in Washington, D.C.
The jurisdiction was here?
Yeah. The ACLU has taken some outrageously liberal stands for many people's tastes in the past, but his warnings are as loud as a cell house door.
Politicians, both parties, are selling the public the idea that we've got to get tough on criminals and somehow that will solve our serious crime problems. It won't. I would worry about this summer prisons all over the country blowing up a la Attica, a la Santa Fe.
Attica sent shivers down a nation's spine in 1971. 11 guards butchered, 31 inmates slaughtered.
The building is burning. Over.
Santa Fe, New Mexico, 1980. 35 inmates dead, some beheaded.
The killing started down here on this end of the tier.
9 years later, Santa Fe is still a tinderbox. More than 60 guards have been attacked since the riot. It's a constant battle for control.
Kenya, mind your own business, man.
Conditions that trigger bloodbaths push some criminals to choose death rather than doing time. Sean Patrick Flanagan asked for the death penalty.
I'll tell you something. I feel better than you do today. And it's only about 36 hours away. And I wouldn't trade my shoes for any one of your shoes, for any riches.
Bryson.
All inmates, hands in your pockets, right shoulder to the wall.
More evil, but fewer places to contain it. I could listen to experts all day, but seeing is believing. I packed my bags and took off for Louisiana State Prison. Not as a reporter, but as a convict.
Yep, you got me.
Didn't know you could get potatoes this far south. This is the first bit of manual work I've done in 25 years. The worst part about being here.
To the man whose friendship knows no boundary. To men of dignity, courage, and valor. To everyday heroes everywhere, we offer our best. A beer smooth enough to be called a Miller.
People are sure in a hurry these days. So maybe I am old-fashioned. But it seems to me, even if they want fast food, there still has to be good food.
The man who brought you Wendy's old-fashioned hamburgers now brings you something for life in the fast lane. Wendy's Summer Value Express Pack, an old-fashioned single, fries, and a drink.
Our hamburgers are the best in the business, or I wouldn't name the place after my daughter.
Now at a great price.
And that's the truth.
The ad's telling me I'm saving 35% over AT&T in my long distance. Well, that's news to me.
I take out my bill from home, so where's the big savings? I go back, I read the fine print. Well, minor details. You gotta make calls more than 900 and something miles, and you gotta make these short little calls. Like, hi, Bill, it's me, what a game, huh? How's the kids? Oh, sorry, I gotta run. Who makes calls like that?
People who thought they could do better than AT&T are coming back for the real value. Aren't you glad you never left?
Electricity? Hey, no problem. Want to know any more? Ask Ace. That's what I do.
The Intermatic programmable timer is just $3.97, and its lightweight angle broom is a best buy, just $147.
Hey, Ace is the place for me.
Food for thought. One of the most damaging elements to your hair is right above your head. Food for hair. Fabergé organic shampoo with wheat germ oil, honey, and provitamin B5 nourishes from within. It's like food for hair.
Kelly Bundy's always been cool, but this Sunday, things are about to change.
Kelly's principal is making her take tap dancing.
Isn't that an early warning sign of geekdom?
Al, she dances like a horse.
Hey, remember the Bundy credo. When one Bundy is embarrassed, the rest of us feel better about ourselves.
Can Kelly save her image?
Where's the top hat? Where's the cane?
By driving the audience wild? Married with Children at a new later time Sunday.
It's Circuit City's one and only super sale with super low prices. Every compact disc player is now on sale. Save on all formats. This portable Sony is only $168. This programmable JVC, a low $147. And this Crown CD player for the car is now just $279. It's the one and only super sale going on now at Circuit City, the intelligent choice.
This is a public notice. Right now at American Waterbeds, we'll help you sleep free till next year. With no money down, no interest, no payments, nothing till 1990. Tremendous savings, the guaranteed lowest prices in every store. Plus, buy American and sleep free till next year. No money down, no interest, no payments, nothing till 1990. Right now, make sure it's an American Waterbed store with locations at Tropicana and Eastern and Valley View in West Sahara.
They are a legion of the lost, marching in cadence to another day of misery in 98 degrees. Murderers, robbers, rapists, men who strained their muscles to tear at the very fabric of our society. Convicts, misfits. But right now, I'm about to fall in alongside of them. 4,713 of them in a place called Angola, Louisiana State Prison. 1,800 of them lifers, never to see freedom again. 40 of them on death row to stay on this side of heaven forever. I'm about to officially become an inmate through a special arrangement. Only a handful of the administration know who I am.
You walk through that door, you're a convict. Let's see.
The transformation from collar and tie to prison jumpsuit is as quick as it's scary. Then another change into the official prison uniform. I'm now what they call a fresh fish. A first-timer.
And what I do about this jewelry going in?
You're allowed to keep the jewelry. However, I have some questions for you. Number one, you're straight. You've never been in a penitentiary before. 10 minutes ago or 5 minutes ago, you were spraying hairspray on your hair, all right? That's a solid gold bracelet. Am I correct?
Right.
This is a solid gold ring. Is that correct?
Right.
You've never been around hard cons before. Is that correct?
Right.
All right. My question to you is, are you willing to die for it? I mean, you can have it. But are you willing to go down and be buried to keep it? Are you willing to go that far? Because that's what it's going to take to keep that stuff.
I'm not just in any cell, I'm in the condemned cell, from where 18 killers took their last walk to the electric chair. And Warden Roger Thomas's words are ringing in my ears. Are you prepared to die? Be buried. It's 90 degrees, and I'm surrounded by people who will snuff you out in a heartbeat.
We got a mayday. Repeat, mayday.
I think of the explosion in Santa Fe, New Mexico, where inmates slaughtered inmates, leaving 33 dead.
It was awful. Brutal ain't the word for it, though, no. It's got to be some kind of a word. I mean, how can you define a massacre? I mean, Heads getting chopped off, legs getting chopped off, arms getting chopped off, people getting burnt.
Today, Peter Laycock lives in fear of his life in the overcrowded Santa Fe prison. He was marked as a rat, a snitch, an informer.
Once they started killing, then, you know, I mean, it just got worse and worse and worse. And finally, there wasn't enough people to kill, so they would have to do real crazy to the ones that they were killing.
Today, William Jack Stevens talks as if he was an innocent bystander. Truth is, he was accused of killing 2 inmates in the frenzy of the riots. People like Peter Laycock, marked as a rat, snitch, informer.
Once you find out there's somebody in here or anywhere on the line that's ratting, you know, those people have to go or be eliminated.
I meet Zeno Howard in Louisiana State Prison. I eat in the mess hall with him.
They didn't have any cameras.
He is angry about informers.
Everything run here is run by rats, man. A man don't stand a chance here. You understand what I'm telling you? If you're not a rat, you ain't nothing.
He's referring to informers.
I think about rats, and I'm a reporter. What a target. Only weeks earlier, 3 inmates were stabbed to death. Right now, there is a state of emergency in this prison following a string of murders. In prison, whether Louisiana or Santa Fe, nobody is safe, not even the guards.
Any officer who walks in here and says he's not afraid, he's a liar. Every time I walk in there, I still have that fear that I'm going to die today. But I've got to face that fear every day, and I've got to say, well, if it happens, I just hope it doesn't hurt too much.
And guards have more than enough reasons to fear for their lives.
We do searches twice a day here in this facility. The weapons that you see on the table here were accumulated over the last 3 months. We get approximately 300 weapons a month.
A guard from Rikers Island Prison, New York.
This was recovered from a cookie box. Zip gun capable of chambering a .22 caliber bullet. It's an old type zip gun. It's made from 2 toothbrushes and an antenna, tightly wrapped in newspaper.
Violence, whether Attica, Louisiana, or Santa Fe, is invariably triggered by overcrowding.
The administration running this place here in the institution is abusive towards the people. They have no respect. There's a lack of communication with the inmates. You've got no privacy.
Some, of course, believe these guys should have thought of that before pulling that gun or raping that woman. There's a common myth that up on death row, the condemned refuse to talk about execution. I am swapping stories with condemned murderer Wayne Milburn Bates.
How about when they take you out to the chair?
They drag me, maybe, but I'm not walking on my own. I'm not a sheep. I'm a human. I can think for myself. I'm not programmed, and I'm not docile. I mean, an irrational human being is never willingly going to let someone kill him. And that's just what it is. It's murder.
I imagine Wayne Milburn Bates being dragged, kicking and screaming to the chair. How does a man get dragged to his death?
Most of them goes in a calm way. I guess it's maybe giving up hope. Taking them over there to Camp Bethel had very, very little trouble with the electric chairs there.
You just go straight to the slaughter.
Right. Most of them do.
Bad enough if you are guilty and dragged to the death chamber, but what if you are Randall Adams? Randall Dale Adams, that poor sucker.
I am Randall Dale Adams. I spent 3 years upon Texas death row for a crime I did not commit. Without a retrial, I was forced to live here with a life sentence at the East Ham unit, and I lived here for 8.5 years.
I first met Randall Adams in jail in September of last year. He had been convicted for the murder of this man, police officer Robert Wood. Despite overwhelming evidence that he was not the killer, his plight was hopeless. Then this man, David Harris, confessed to me to the murder. That confession was used in the court hearing that eventually sprung Adam.
Where are you going?
I don't know. I don't even know how to get out of here. I came within 3 days of being executed. I wondered if I could be a man and go to my death as a man, knowing that I was innocent. The system bothers me in the way that death sentences are handed down and administered. But I firmly believe in the death sentence.
Kind of weird thinking that the last guy that laid on this bed was a man by the name of Ed Burns, 30 years of age. He beat his girlfriend to death up there near Shreveport, Louisiana. Anyway, when they brought him here for his last supper, before taking him to the electric chair, he was laughing and joking, but when he actually got in the chair, he even helped the guards strap himself in. And when one of the straps was too tight around his neck, he looked up and smiled. He says, "Hey, you try to choke me to death?" Well, 2 minutes later, the state of Louisiana no longer had Ed Burns as a financial burden.
I would beat this man at pool. His name is Sam Jones, and he beat Ed Burns out of his life. He is the executioner of Louisiana State Prison, an electrician who has thrown the switch on a total of 18 humans. This is the first time he has ever been seen in public.
It's no different to me whether I get up and open a beer out of the refrigerator or execute somebody. It's the same procedure.
More of that gentleman later.
So, I mean, everyone sort of...
At the prison mess hall, I would befriend a lifer by the name of Aaron Gill, who remembers the nights that Sam Jones visits the jail.
The whole atmosphere changes. The prisoners, their cells, in the dormitories, they're quieter, they're calmer. They just know that, death is there. They know it's fixing to occur. They know there's no way in the world that they can stop this. And it's just different. It's just a different feeling altogether. It's almost undescribable.
Mess hall buddy, Aaron Gill, a lifer, been locked up for 27 years, escaped 3 times, murdered an inmate, stabbed a guard, and has himself been stabbed 9 times. In solitary confinement for 2 years. What's it like in solitary confinement?
Now, you do anything to occupy your time. I took a cigar box, I took some rubber bands, I made a trap. I put, I set it in the side of my cell. A rat would come in my cell, he would go in this box, he would trip the trigger, I would catch this rat in this cigar box. I had a sock, I would shake him out of the box in a sock. I would swing the sock round and around and around till the rat passed out. Then I would put me a chain around his neck, or a wire around his neck, and I would chain him up to my little wire that I had run across my cell. And I would, when this rat would come to, he would be chained up there. I would just watch him, and I even trained the rats. I made the rats like pets, for one thing, you know?
That's amazing. I mean, you had rats as your pets.
Well, that's all I could get. The only animal that come around my cell was a roach, and it was hard to train a roach. You can train a rat, but you can't train a roach.
Aaron Gill doesn't laugh when it comes to overcrowding, nor does Lance Purdy. He was in Prince George's Prison, Maryland, for 20 minutes when he was raped by 5 men.
Somebody offered me a cigarette and said I had to come in there to get it or something. And, that's when they jumped me. I don't know. I just saw a wall fist. Yeah, I just got beat up.
It's 90 degrees in here. The mosquitoes, they got pilot's license. You know, when I'm stripped to the waist, not because so much of the heat. It's that damn uniform. As soon as I put on that prison uniform, I felt like one of them. It sort of was like a tattoo. And suddenly, everywhere I moved with that uniform on, I couldn't do anything without asking permission. It was that damn uniform that I hated.
Still in that uniform, I'd be picking potatoes with a guard's warning. Don't go closer than 20 feet to those horse guards unless you're ordered, because he'll shoot you as soon as step on a cockroach.
Didn't know you could get potatoes this far south.
You just got to make sure it's plumb full before we sew it up.
And I tell you what, this is the first bit of manual work I've done in 25 years.
Oh, it is?
It's the worst part about being here.
Inmates get paid for their work. They won't get rich. 4 cents an hour.
These guys out there 5 days a week, 40 hours a week. It's only $1.60 a week. That's not a lot of money.
Deputy Warden Roger Thomas is a former Pennsylvania social worker. He says he is under continual pressure from conservatives who say that prison life is too soft.
If you're going to be an inmate, you're going to be an inmate. And that's what you discovered at the end of just 2 days, that this is no country club. This is not a hotel. Well, Steve, you've spent 2 days here. Is it a country club?
I hated every second of it.
Take care.
Take care. I hope I never see you again. You know, the sky here is the same sky back there in the penitentiary. But the air, it smells different. It's free air, and I'm free.
I would fly from Angola to Carson City, Nevada, to see this man, Sean Patrick Flanagan, also be set free. Free from life. I would witness his execution.
Sears gives you great low prices every day, and some surprises. Washers, dryers, brand name microwaves, TVs, and other home electronics, all at Sears and Sears Brand Central. And right now, this huge 20 cubic foot frostless Kenmore refrigerator is only $478. Sears National Home Appliance and Electronics Spectacular. Great low prices, Kenmore quality. That's your money's worth and a whole lot more.
Want tough stains out?
Well, shout it out, baby, now. Shout it out, baby. Squeeze lemon, shout. Lemon power shout.
Nothing cleans better than a squeeze of Lemon Power Shout.
You know it works so good.
Shout with the cleaning power of lemon penetrates, breaks up tough stains to wash them clean away.
Just like your new shout would.
Want tough stains out? Squeeze Lemon Shout.
Squeeze that shout.
Even after lying around for 3 years, today's Duracell batteries still have up to 90% of their life. There's a date that proves it. So you've got nothing to be afraid of. Today's Duracell, with 3-year storage.
Some drinks have a dark side, a taste that may leave you thirsty. But all-natural Sundance is just fruit juices and sparkling water. No added sugar, no dark side. Sundance puts refreshment in a whole new light.
Everyone may have their own individual taste, but Certs is the taste everyone can agree on. Because
Fresh breath speaks for itself.
Certs and sugar-free Certs with Retsin.
Hi, I'm Steve Scrovan, here to tell you about a brand new show called Totally Hidden Video. What is Totally Hidden Video? Well, it's totally outrageous. Funny, definitely funny. It's hard to explain. So why don't we just take a look at a clip from the show instead? Roll tape.
Totally Hidden Video, Sunday on Fox.
The best truck deals in Las Vegas are right here, right now. Your Desert GMC truck dealers are clearing out all kinds of great GMC trucks at big savings. S15 pickups now as low as $168 a month. Versatile Jimmys priced to roll with discounts up to $2,000. And save up to $2,400 off on the award-winning Sierra pickup. For best selection, get to your Desert GMC truck dealers now. 3655 West Tropicana and 3222 East Sahara. No one treats you better. No one sells trucks for less.
The price of independence comes very high.
It went on and on
into the night.
For the British.
Put him in jail.
For Hindus and Muslims.
I killed a child.
And even Gandhi.
Only God decides who goes to hell.
Starring Candice Bergen, Martin Sheen, Sir John Gielgud, and Oscar winner Ben Kingsley. Gandhi, the man who changed history.
Begins Wednesday at 9 on the TV5 movie.
In this very imperfect justice system of ours, perhaps the most passionate issue is the death penalty. I'm about to take you into the execution chamber where I looked into a dying man's eyes as he said, "I love you." Then I talked to an executioner who made my hair stand on end. But back to the system. Is it doomed? Let's look at the alternatives and the medicine to the epidemic that could prove terminal.
When you even see this tape, I will be dead. I will be executed in 34 hours.
I have addressed her.
Sean Patrick Flanagan was as good as his word. I know. I watched him die. Flanagan was convicted of killing 2 homosexuals in 1987. He dismembered one of his victims' bodies.
And I feel homosexuality is definitely wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong. And it's just something that I don't believe in, I despise. If I had my way, I would sit there and make a living out of killing homosexuals.
Yet he admits, in a perverse twist of fate, that he was a homosexual prostitute who suffered from self-loathing.
Filthy isn't even dirty enough for what life I've lived. Like I said, I lived as a prostitute, as a homosexual, as a murderer, an alcoholic, a drunk. I've probably abused more women, not physically, but sexually, as far as women that cared about me, and I only had one thing on my mind. And I was a filthy human being. There was a lot of power behind killing a human being. That is sick. And I don't know, I imagine if I had not been stopped in California, I probably would have become another Ted Bundy. The hate combined with killing him, there's no sensation like it. I would have, no matter what state I was in, I probably would have searched out and continued doing it.
Flanagan was talking 40 feet from the last room he would ever see, the execution chamber. In fact, he even wanted his execution televised. What do you tell a man who asks you to watch him die?
God intended executions to be open to the public, vivid. You'd understand the vividness that God wanted the public to see it for the impact that it would have in the minds of those people.
Am I to understand that you would actually prefer to be executed in public?
Yes, I would, because it is punishment, and it was for the benefit of society.
And as the sun washed over Nevada State Prison, Sean Flanagan said he had found comfort in God.
I'll tell you something, I feel better than you do today. And it's only about 36 hours away. And I wouldn't trade my shoes for any one of your shoes, for any riches, for any money. They'd pay me $1 million.
It's 12:13 a.m. under a shining moon and a star-filled Nevada sky. Sean Patrick Flanagan's life is measured only in minutes.
Flanagan was led by 5 officers into the death chamber, awesomely calm. Curtains were closed as a doctor put an IV in his arm. He had been strapped down, his middle restrained by old-fashioned seat belts. "1:55 a.m. The curtains were raised. Flanagan was fully conscious. He raised his head and looked at Dan Seaton, the prosecutor who convicted him. Flanagan mouthed the words, "I love you." I saw the greenish-yellow injection dart through the tube into his arm. Breathing became shallow. He closed his eyes. He exhaled twice.
A gust of cold wind swept down from Lake Tahoe across Nevada State Prison, and at 2:02 a.m., Sean Patrick Flanagan was granted his most fervent wish. What struck me about the whole process was the simplicity of taking another man's life. The absolute simplicity. Here he is.
Prosecutor Dan Seaton disapproves of the lethal injection. But why?
It's too easy.
What would you favor?
Well, I watched The Gas Chamber a number of years ago on Jesse Bishop, and although he became unconscious quite rapidly, the body reacts violently to gas. You see the same sort of violent reactions in hangings, shootings, electrocutions. It's always been my belief that these executions should be televised to all inmates throughout the United States, adult and juvenile. But I wouldn't advocate that with lethal injection. It's like watching someone go to sleep.
I beat Sam Jones at pool the day I met him. His right hand was a little shaky, but it's normally as steady as a rock, particularly when he throws a switch on the electric chair in Louisiana State Prison, where he has executed 18 men.
It's great. Because somebody has got to pay. You've got to eliminate the trash.
Do you think the condemned feel pain when you press the button?
Why should I care whether they feel pain? They didn't care whether the victim felt pain.
Sam Jones, in his first television appearance, said that he got the job as executioner by answering an advertisement in a newspaper. He is, by trade, a Baton Rouge electrician.
They tighten up. When the juice is thrown to them, their muscles contract, they tighten up. Because you got 2,000 volts going through.
The 18 men you've executed, have you ever felt sorry for them?
It's no different to me whether I get up and open a beer out of the refrigerator or execute somebody. It's the same procedure.
Jones, who gets paid $400 in execution, has the curious ritual of painting a portrait of death after each electrocution. He also keeps a scrapbook of his handiwork.
I believe what I'm doing, and that's why I do it.
What would happen if your son, your daughter, your sister committed a crime, a murder? Could you push the button on them?
Yes. I could press the button on my own child, and he knows it.
Your own children?
Yes, my own child.
In fact, Sam Jones's children are very much aware of his job moonlighting as an executioner.
This is from my kids. It says, "Dear Dad, I wish you luck and safety in the execution tonight. Please be careful, Dad. We love you very much, and we will take care while you are gone and lock up. See you in the morning. Love you, Lee and Dawn."
Clearly, in the prisons and in the streets, we are losing the battle.
Apparently some guy with an automatic rifle just is cruising through the neighborhood, putting bullets through windows.
Is that one of the toughest precincts down there?
This is the famous 77.
I got you.
The war zone.
But law enforcement is fighting back with 21st century weapons.
So that literally picks up the heat of the human being, right?
Heat differentials.
The LA Police Department's $1.3 million James Bond chopper is the ultimate weapon in the war on crime.
What's going down? They got some burglars breaking into a house. Burglars breaking into a house.
It's getting worse, unfortunately.
Top lawman, Attorney General Richard Thornburg, warns all of us against making cops the only front line of defense.
You won't find a single law enforcement official who will tell you that we're making real progress. They're out there day in, day out, literally putting their lives on the line. But their fighting is part of a mechanism that has one hand tied behind its back. The supply side of the problem is law enforcement's job. The demand side is everybody's job, and everybody is not pulling their share of the load.
Come back here with a new offense. I'm going to give you 15 years in the state prison, not 3. Is that clear to you?
Judge Ellen Morphonius of Dade County is locking them up as fast as she can. But with no place to put them, she's between a rock and a hard place. What is the alternative?
It can be a whole lot of things. I wholly disagree with the United States federal courts that say that it's cruel and inhumane to put prisoners in tents. Our Army guys, our military, traditionally have had to serve in tents all over the world for years, and it isn't cruel and inhumane for them.
Alternatives that could cleanse the human warehouses, floating prisons, abandoned military bases, campuses and halfway houses that could separate the check bouncers from the mass murderers, prisons for profit, and maybe even a jail in your own neighborhood.
Like a dog on a leash, I guess.
Bill is 24 years old. He could be your son, your brother, no hardened criminal, but he was involved in a car accident, drunk. He had to be punished.
I've been on the home detention program for about 7 months. And I think it's a good alternative to, well, jail, just because you're able to lead a productive life, and the taxpayers certainly don't pay for it.
He pays $11 a day for his own surveillance in Arapahoe County, Colorado. The county would have to pay 5 times that to keep him locked in a jail. In short, it's house arrest.
Basically, if you look at housing someone in a jail, providing food, clothing, medical care, you might as well estimate approximately $50 a day per inmate. We are presently saving county taxpayers approximately $300,000 a year.
How does it work? This is his jailer.
This is the monitor. This strap is made out of, I guess, rubber or plastic.
And this is Big Brother.
The second piece of equipment is called a field monitor device. And the field monitor device is this system right here. And what this is a mini processor computer that is placed within their homes.
Bill works at a regular job, but he has to be home at 5:15 on the dot. A demonstration shows what happens if he's a minute late or tries to escape.
Looks like we have a violation here. Unit 9 has tampered.
David 171, go ahead.
Home detention violation, that equipment's tampered.
This is another alternative, what some critics are calling a dungeon for dollars. Others call it prisons for profit. Ty Martin explains it this way.
And I prefer to feel like we're doing a better job, and if anything, we are providing more humane treatment to inmates.
He is the boss of a privately run prison managed by the Corrections Corporation of America. They get paid by the state of Texas to lock up 350 prisoners.
The inmates are not overcrowded because of the contract restrictions. They're not overcrowded, which is something that can be said by a few governmental agencies.
But to hardened cop Phil Caruso, head of the police union in New York, who has seen too many cops' funerals, capital punishment is the ultimate deterrent to the bursting convict population. And he would gladly be an executioner.
If I knew that that person was a compassionless person, a criminal mutant who could not continue to function in a civilized society, that the crime that he committed was deliberate, premeditated murder, I would have no reservation. I would throw the switch gladly and know that I had done a public service in doing so.
Somewhere across Nevada, the ashes of Sean Patrick Flanagan are scattered. But perhaps the last word to America's youth belongs to the man who I saw die.
I'm telling you, there's another way. I was just like you. And this is what I'm in. This is what I'm in. I'm sentenced to die for taking the lives of 2 people. 2 people just like you. They had done nothing wrong. There's many of you that say, oh, that won't happen to me. I'm better than that. But you're no better than I am. Please don't forget. I was just like you.
A poignant lesson from the mouth of a man who no longer exists. A lesson he should have read to himself before he declared war on our society.
Coming up, we've got a preview of next week's edition, including our exclusive interview with Ringo Starr on the eve of his major comeback attempt.
I don't remember performing sometimes. I don't know if I was on or not.
Now, incredible deals await you at exciting destinations across the country. It's our Burger King Summertime Twofer, a complete package which includes 2 flame broiled burgers, 2 regular fries for just $2. You'll also receive deluxe accommodations during your stay, unlimited use of our facilities, and great family entertainment. So visit any of our luxurious locations and get 2 burgers, 2 regular fries, and all this for just $2. The Burger King Twofer, available for a limited time, transportation not included.
Hey, pal! Your wing's busted! Huh? Quit! Pete, the rear wing! Robert, out! You get over here! Move it!
Since when do you help the other guys win?
If he hits the wall, no one wins.
I saw what you did out there.
I did what I had to.
You did good.
I won't wear anything without Cross Your Heart, because Cross Your Heart has crisscross shaping, so I always look better, whatever I wear.
Playtex Cross Your Heart Bra.
Don't wear anything without Cross Your Heart.
From Playtex.
The fit that makes the fashion.
Only Sunkissed children's multivitamins have the delicious Sunkissed fruit taste kids love, plus the essential vitamins kids need.
Great vitamins.
Great vitamins plus great fruit taste only from Sunkissed.
Only one long-distance company offers so many ways to save 24 hours a day. With calling plans that can save you money across the state, across the country, and across the ocean. Only one company, AT&T. Our reach-out plans fit the way you call with all the service and quality of AT&T. No one even comes close. No one. Call 1-800-REACH-OUT now.
He was the man who put the beat into the Beatles, but as Ringo Starr now confesses in a very frank and revealing interview with us, for most of those glory days, he operated in an alcoholic haze. Now Ringo is preparing for a major comeback, and we're there to record a bit of musical history that's being made.